Yeah, he's getting kind of melted, I'm not gonna lie. Hello, greetings, lovely, lovely YouTube viewers. Season 14 is almost here. It's almost here. I want to say a disclaimer. This will be uploaded before the patch hits, so things are still subject to change before Season 14 hits. And if things get changed, items get nerfed or buffed or whatever, I will try to make another video or at least talk about it on my stream. So for up-to-date information, make sure to check me out on Twitch. I will be answering questions and having the most like up-to-date opinion or whatever. For starters, I think ever since they buffed Doran's items, I think D-Blade just got buffed harder than Doran's shield did. D-Blade was already the better item in general. Obviously against range champs or poke champs you would go D-Shield, but in general, you would go D-Blade now, and especially now, it's 3.5% lifesteal, so it went from 2.5% Omni to 3.5% lifesteal, and Tryndamere doesn't care if it's Omni or lifesteal, because Tryndamere only auto-attacks, doesn't have ability damage, so the same thing basically, and now it's 1% more, which is crazy, so D-Blade is just even better now. You would still go this against like range champs and like a lot of poke. You would still go D-Shield, I think, but definitely D-Blade is the better item in general, 100%. Greaves will still be the best item first in general. Obviously, like if you're playing top lane against some tanks or whatever, maybe go like Nuncor instead of Greaves or something like that. But overall, in general, Greaves are still the best. So nothing really changed there. And like I said, Kraken is still going to be the first item. Now Stride is no longer a haste item. So I think this item, not necessarily dead for Trynda, but it's not good as an item, in my opinion, anymore as a first item. I think no matter what, even if you're versus like kiting range champs, you will still go Kraken first item pretty much always, no matter what. So I think that's just what the default will be. It's just going to be Kraken every game. And now where it gets a bit exciting. Not 100% sure about all this yet. I do know, or I do think I have a good idea for a core build, but the order of the core build might change. I do think there's an OP combo in general, not just for Tryndamere, is this. What they changed on Rageblade is that it doesn't eat your crit anymore into on-hit damage. It's just the old Rageblade now, which just AD, AP attack speed, magic damage on hit, and it just gives you attack speed stacking, and it makes your attack apply on hits twice. It's the same old Rageblade, and it procs Kraken twice. And obviously, Kraken has this passive that every third attack hits, and obviously what buffs that is more attack speed, because then you end up proccing it more often anyway. So I think this is an overpowered item combo. I think there are other champs that probably abuse this harder than Tryndamere does. So I think it's probably gonna get nerfed if I had to guess, but again, as of now, it still works this way, and I think as of now it's OP, but we'll see. But I'm not sure if you buy it second or third. So if you're playing against some really like big tank or something that you need like DPS against, you probably want to get it second, maybe. Now you might be thinking like, wait, aren't you always preaching that you want haste or movement speed by your second item? Yes, ideally you do, right? Ideally you want that, because Tryndamere really wants to have haste or movement speed for better access on his targets. But this item combo, if it is as OP as I think it is, it kind of like potentially bypasses that necessity. That obviously you would want to have movement speed or haste, so you would have less E cooldown, or you would be faster to get to your targets better. But if this is as OP as it is, the amount of damage you would get from this combo just surpasses the need for haste or movement speed. You obviously still want them and you'll get them later, but I'm not sure about that entirely. But you can potentially just do Kraken into this. If you're not playing against a target that you can perma-hit, or the combo isn't as OP as I think it is, you would just do this. Kraken into Navori. This used to be the play. Navori is sadly still definitely not as good as it used to be, like back in the good old days. But I think because we will go Rageblade third now, the fact that this gives crit is another great thing. Because Navori is still a good Tryndamere item. It's still a good Tryndamere item. It's just that it's not as OP as it used to be back in the day. I do think this is still good. And because if we do this, we would go Rageblade third. Having this give crit instead of this being Trinity Force, which obviously doesn't give crit, being 80% crit instead of 60, what we would be with this, is great. It's just really good because you want to have high crits. Crit is excellent on Tryndamere for obvious reasons. It's gonna be Kraken into Rageblade or Navori, Not sure yet, and it's gonna probably depend on the game. And this is the core. This is core. What do you buy after? There's multiple things that you can look for. One thing is this, because at this point, people are gonna have armor. And often you will be playing against a champion that is like healing based, and obviously if you cut their healing, that's like basically dealing more damage because they're healing less, so you're basically dealing more damage. So more as a reminder, because of the armor pen and because the healing cut can be a great item, as it is even now. Another thing is, I know a lot of you love Bork, and I get so many questions about Bork all the time, like why not Bork, or can I build Bork? And I think right now in live patch it's not good, but right now in PBE with this build, it's good. And the reasons for that are you are going Navori now instead of Triforce, so you do have 80% crit, so you do almost have crit capped already, which gives you more room to build non-crit items, and it has amazing synergy with Rageblade. Bork is an on-hit item, and again, on-hit doesn't scale on anything. This doesn't scale on anything, it's just that you need to hit, and Bork, or get a Rageblade I mean, gives you more attack speed, and it makes you proc the on-hit more. So, you know, 1 + 1 = 2. It's very simple, it's just better. The more attack speed you have, the better on-hit is. And also, it makes you proc on-hits twice, which makes this proc twice. So, excellent DPS. It's very, very, very good DPS. It's excellent DPS. So, this is another possibility. Anyway, so here's where it gets a bit hazy. It's ER potentially. And why ER is potentially quite good. So now we'll have 100% crit, and obviously having 100% crit is very, very good. It's very nice. And also the fact that it's a Sheen effect is has good synergy with the rest of our items, because again, more attack speed means we are critting more, which is making our E reset more. And we have Navori, which reduces our cooldowns, which again gives us more ease, which is more Sheen procs. So we have more synergy for ER. So this is another possibility. Again, not 100% sure, but it can be an item. Again, Hullbreaker is another item that it's just going to start proccing on every 5 attacks. So again, more attack speed, which means more Hullbreaker procs. I'm not sure about this item. I think in general, it's going to be a worse item, but if it ends up being like really, really good, and the damage is high and it makes you like melt turrets anyway, maybe it's another new item that you can potentially buy. The good thing about this is that it actually deals damage to champs now, so it actually gives you like just more damage against champs, which is another good thing. But for certain, what I can say, like certainly good items is this and this. So these will be good for sure if the situation is good for it. The others, potentially not, potentially maybe, yes, I don't know, maybe no. There's also like this. I've had a lot of questions about this item too. To me, this item doesn't look that great. It does give you good stuff, right? It gives you good things, but I don't think it's that amazing. If you buy anything, you buy any item, it's a trade-off because you could be buying something else. So when you look at an item, it's like, oh wow, this gives a lot of good stuff. You need to think like, okay, but so does this, or so does this, you know? It's always a trade-off or what you buy. So even though items can look exciting, like, wow, that gives me good stuff, does it give good enough stuff for you to buy it? Not sure. Maybe, but I'm not sure. To me, it doesn't look that great, but I could be wrong. But yeah, other than that, that's kind of it. This will be the core. So this is gonna be 100%. And after that, it starts to become situational. Is potentially this second into this, or you do this into this. So order might change. IE is not purchasable. Sadly, you can't build Navori and IE at the same time. As you can see, it's locked. You can't build both. It would be absolutely insane if you could. But it is disabled. Even though mythics are gone, you still can't build both, sadly. But it is what it is. And at this point, like when you're buying these items, your need for haste is extremely high for obvious reasons. You want haste on Trynda. So even though this would be higher damage if you're just hitting a target that is like standing still and your like DPS potential is higher with this, it doesn't matter. Navori is definitely going to be the better item because again, at this point, you want to have reach. You want to have better capability of hitting the enemy. So this will actually end up dealing more damage than this on average. So okay, like I said, after this, it's questionable. It's either this or this, maybe this, maybe this. But after, or just knowing or having the core is the most important one, because at this point is when most League of Legends games are decided already anyway. You can go test out on PBE yourself. You can go test stuff out. try it yourself. Maybe like let me know what you think, because to me this is a crazy bonkers item combo right now. These 3 items, it gives so much attack speed, so much DPS. Because you're auto attacking so many times, you auto attack so many times. Your Nabor is proccing all the time, which means that your E is on a really low cooldown. So I think it's OP. So yeah, I mean, let me know what you think. That's about it. I'm really looking forward to Season 14. I hope they don't nerf this combo so we can have some fun, because I think if they nerf this combo, we're in a bit of trouble, because I think Trynda got nerfed pretty hard, because against Serilda, just less armor pen, less haste, just not a great item anymore. Stride lost its haste, Trinity has less AD, like a bunch of Trynda items just got nerfed. So I think Trinity is going to be quite dependent on this being as strong as it is, because if it's not, he might be in a bit of trouble. That's about it. Season 14. Exciting. Looking forward to it. Can't wait to test these items in live. Let me know what you think if you go test them out yourself. And that's about it. Peace. See ya. No. So hard to space properly with the high ping. Watch this crit here out. I would have killed him like a billion times by now if I didn't have 171 ping. It's just so hard to play. Which is like funny because it's Trynda, right? So it shouldn't be hard, but I feel like he actually is really, really hard with high ping. But Ghost time! Ghost time! Eat me, bro. Like, can I turn this? I'm gonna try.
Like, can I turn this?
I mean, I could have easily lived there, but I wanted to kind of turn off her Q and then flash her W. But I don't think I would have enough damage anyway. I think I was too low. This is good. My team is sucking ass, so I'm gonna get like a better picture of going Kraken, Rageblade. Okay. I hope they stop dying like this much, because I do want to get to my items. Oh, we got the things. Now we have third damage, I think. Oh, no, don't use Q. Oh, there we go. Should get a fucking medal for that. Did I beat him? No, I definitely don't. Am I dead from this? I'm not gonna ult out of like just pure refusal. I don't care if I was gonna die there. I just don't want to ult there. Like I said, from all the changes, the Infernal Cinders looks like the most like shitty useless one. I don't really like it. I think he dives really far. I don't think the item is good, the Hexblade item. There's no proper slot for it in your build. You can maybe build it like late game or something. This thing is really like helping me push though. Look at the damage. It's not bad. Like it's giving me like several, like I'm hitting 128. It's like at 3 extra auto attacks now. 4. It's basically 4 extra auto attacks. That's not bad at all. Alright, I'm gonna get Rageblade and I hope the Tom Kench just shows up. Yeah, I feel like this is potentially kind of OP because it's global, right? Like if your top side is winning and they just take the thing, then even your bot lane gets it, then suddenly your bot lane is like, oh, okay, we'll just hit your turret and do a buttload of more damage, you know? Alright, let's see. I'm hacking Rageblading, bro. Yep, that's some decent damage, I would say, considering his full armor. I'm telling you guys, I think this will be the play. I think this item is combo is just OP. And I guarantee you, Trynd is not the biggest abuser of this either. Bro, what's with these Ashe ults? It's getting kind of melted, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. It's some funny damage, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, is this for the end of the game? Wait, this lasts for the end of the game. Okay, I feel like that's too much. Like, because it's global too. It's global as well. Like, if your top side just wins, everyone gets this. That's crazy though. It lasts for the whole game. I feel like if stuff doesn't change, this is probably gonna be a quite unbalanced thing. Like this Rift Scuttler thing. No, I didn't hit my slow. I actually, like, if this doesn't get nerfed, I'm gonna have so much fun because this build just looks so fun. Just having like mega DPS. Because like right now the live Trynd build is really good. It's so good. Like just go Kraken Triforce or Kraken Stride into like Hullbreaker. Like it's a very good build, but it's probably the most boring Trynd build ever. Did I just take like almost my entire HP bar from one Lydia ability? It's pretty fed. Storm Raider, dealing 35% of a champion's maximum health within 2.5 seconds, applies Squall to them. After 2 seconds, strike the target, dealing 600 magic damage. If the target dies before the strike, then it's immediately enlarged and grants 30 gold. That seems like a really good item, like if you're playing a mage that can just like run around and just kill people. This seems like it will just overload that really hard. Stand still on him. I don't think I need to ult. Oh, I needed to ult. Oh, it's so close. I saw I had like 450 HP and it did like 460. What is that? Tunneler. Oh, that's like the new Phage or something. Is Phage still in the game? It is. Oh. Maybe we can solo Baron again with Bork. They're gonna come here though. They're gonna stop me. I have to ult again though. Close. I'm gonna finish my Merc game before I base. I think Lilia's gonna not just run here and kill me though. With Merc scheme I can maybe kill her. It's like a possibility. Is she actually gonna run me down? I think she is, chat. No, leave me alone. I don't think I can. Dude, what is this damage? That was one spell! I even have a Mar. I have 117 MR.
May 2024 be a banger for you too.
Ogre's flank. Oh, get him too. He messed up. It's gonna make the DPS now. The damage is actually really good even though I have 0 armor penning, so much armor. Yo, thanks for 2 years, Venla. May 2024 be a banger for you too. Thank you. May 2024 be a banger for all of us. Maybe I can end here. What is that instant damage? Oh, it's Dark Harvest. Yeah, I don't think you can just like say that some champs will be more OP than others. Like, we really don't know yet. There's like certain items maybe, but even those items, like, you don't know what the biggest abusers of those items will be.